what you gon' do about it, pulling up in a new ride.
Say that's my I made him $1 million, we are rich. I ain't tryna have babies right now, so we fuck with a rebel, but I got a rock. Know this money bring me, you probably won't beat me, but bro, we can't be right no spot. Overseas got a crowd doing my shit. Can't believe that I'm still in apartments. Businessman when they got me in office. $1 million deals, I get them often. $1 million was serving on Spawn Street. All the jig, he gon' stay with the chopstick. I got rockets, maybe a monster. He bitch, you know this my sister, my mama's. Now they houses as big as they want. I didn't realize no more. Living like we in a race, I might come in first or second, but I won't ever be like.
And hello folks, welcome to Irondequoit versus Irondequoit basketball. Renewing an old rivalry, Irondequoit Eagles and the Eastridge Lancers. The gym is full, we've got extra seating out here. This goes back to the late 70s, early 80s when we filled the gym up at both schools. Both schools are coming in here on a tear. This is Ken Ballou with the ISBN Sports Network. Right now you're watching Section 5 basketball on the Varsity Media Sports Network. This is the second game in a little over a week. We're streaming live, so we expect to be seen by all alumni all over the country. It's Ken Ballou, and I'm going to be assisted up here by Joel Belfazer, who is on one of the two cameras. He knows Eastridge very well, Eastridge Lancers. Joe Krolecki is on the other camera. Between the two, we've got the floor pretty well covered, but we have a standing room only. The student section is a whiteout for Irondequoit, the home school. Different times the kids come in at different colors. Last game we had a blackout. We've had a Santa situation before. We've had a Hawaiian night. So tonight they chose to have a whiteout, and I see a couple of jerseys down there that say Irondequoit Indians on them. That, of course, goes back to pre-1998 when they changed from the Indians to the Eagles. So today it's Irondequoit Eagles versus the other side of town, same town, the Irondequoit, but the school's called the Eastridge Lancers.
Ken, can you remember the last time that you saw a gym completely full during the halftime of the JV game? This is great.
Boy, you're right there. And everybody got in free until the end of the varsity game, or the beginning of the varsity game. So it's a very exciting night for Irondequoit. Hopefully there's no problems at the end of the game because we are rivals. The rivalry has intensified the last couple of years, both football and basketball. Those are the two chief rivalries. And they're evenly matched this year. The records are almost identical. The Irondequoit homestanding Eagles, they're 10-3. And the Eastridge Lancers, they're 12-2. Both teams have one loss in common with the same team, and that was Webster Thomas. The scores were almost identical. Both teams have had a couple of big blowouts offensively against the same opponent. So we could see ourselves with last possession might win it. We don't know where it's going to go. A lot depends on foul trouble. But we're going to have ourselves a ball game tonight. We're going to pause now for the anthem. See if I can stand up without choking myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, this past week, for Will, along with Section 5 basketball, lost two amazing basketball icons. This past Sunday, Kobe Bryant and 8 other people were killed in a helicopter crash tragically. In Section 5 basketball, lost an icon as former Webster Schrager, Webster High School, and Webster Thomas coach, Mr. Bill O'Rourke, passed away from an illness. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to please remain standing and observe a moment of silence for the tragic events that happened this past week. Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing, face the flag, as we honor America and the men and women fighting around the world for this great nation, for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? In the
Joel, I have a little 3-year-old nephew who sings the national anthem. When he finishes, he says, "Play ball."
Play ball.
3 years old.
That's
He
nice.
can sing the anthem. He knows the words, and
He's ready to go.
Even at home, he says the same thing. Land of the free, home of the brave. Play ball.
Absolutely. Well, these teams are ready to play ball. You can just feel the excitement in this arena. So many people, but you can see the players now getting focused. They're all business.
Well, both teams have the blue as their basic color, but Irondequoit's blue and gold. Eastridge used to be a robin's egg blue, but tonight they're wearing dark blue. So Irondequoit is going to be in the white jerseys. So I should be introducing the players as we go. I'm too busy having a good time up here. We have, for Eastridge, we have number 0, Tony Arnold. Number 3, Mikhail Miller. Number 10, Paxton Reed. Number 12, Jalen Hanna. He is one of their top scorers, number 12. Number 0, Tony Arnold. I don't know if I got that name in there. I believe he is their top scorer, averaging probably around 20 points a game. Irondequoit's got, well, they've got a lot of different weapons, but they've got a player that is averaging around 20 points a game. And I'll mention his name as we are introducing. We're waiting now for Sam Schreier, who's becoming a local radio personality. He's worked on cruise ships, but he's perfected his voice through the years. He announces for some of the professional teams in the area.
It's great to hear and watch everybody's reaction when Sam gets on the mic here to introduce the team.
The coaches love him. The kids love him. You listen to the roar of the crowd.
Yeah, we're showing them now. The student section's going nuts over there. They love it.
I don't know if anybody can match that voice. Connor Schaefer. So each team has a 0, number 0. Connor Schaefer is the senior guard, but he is about 6'4". Mars Smith, number 2. Luke Malagona, number 11. He is the point guard for the Eagles. He's a senior. He's also a track man, number 1. He's our top scorer, Keaton Robertson. At number 20, you might say he's a secret weapon, or he can hit 3-4 threes in a row. He's one of our captains tonight, Nick Leonardo, number 20. Eastridge Lancers coached by Dan Roser. The Eagles coached by Chris Carden, assisted by 2 IHS grads. Dan Foley, who's been assisting now for probably 5 or 6 years, we don't know exactly. And Derek Kemp, this will be his, I believe, his 2nd year assisting. But we've tried to have Irondequoit graduates coaching in all various sports, from the earliest fall sports all the way until late spring sports. Girls, boys basketball both have IHS grads. Chris Carden did not go to Irondequoit High School, but he's been long enough here to have his name put on the floor someplace. Maybe it will someday. Okay, center jump. Quick jump. And Eastridge starts out with the ball. That's number 10, Paxton Reed. Sorry, it's number 12, Hannah. Connor Schaefer, being a 6'4" guard, it's a fooler because he is he's one of our top rebounders. He can be our go-to man in a lot of situations.
You know, Ken, that's one of the things Eastridge is going to have to get used to, is the length and the height of Irondequoit.
We do. We have some tall players. We got some aggressive players. Not many people can keep up with Luke Malagona. Yeah, we got to call these fouls. That's Hannah, the captain, senior, doing a lot of bump and run as you're dribbling down the court, but the officials are going to be calling that. This is one game we cannot let get out of hand because the fans get very, very keyed up in a situation like this. Luke Malagona is a track man, state ranked in track and field. Yep, he got fouled again.
Yeah, Ken, that's going to be a fun matchup, too, watching Jalen Rose Hanna on Luke Malagona, 2 of the fastest guys at Section 5 from what I've seen of them. So they're going to be battling all day. Let's see who gets the upper hand on that one.
That foul was given to number 3, Mikhail Miller. That's a second foul on Eastridge. Yeah, they just fouled the three-point shooter. That's Nick Leonardo. He's got 2 quick fouls. Oh, we're just at the 7-minute mark, just below the 7-minute mark. There's already 3 fouls on Eastridge because of their very intense, very close guarding. Eastridge has a short bench. They've got just 11 players. Irondequoit's got 17 players. So Eastridge does not want to get in foul trouble. Number 3, Miller's already got 2 fouls. Leonardo hits the first one. Nick Leonardo can get very hot, but he's also very cool, collected shooter. It's very good form. And that's 2 for 2. He's got one more coming.
Yeah, one thing you'll notice about Leonardo, too, is he's got one of the quickest releases in Section 5, too. He gets that ball out so quick.
He's beginning to I think, take lessons from Jim Boeheim's boy, Buddy.
Yeah.
He's got such a quick release. So Leonardo is 3 for 3. His dad, of course, is a legendary coach here in Irondequoit. He's been coaching for a number of years. And the kids look up to him as a coach. Keenan Robertson had a hand. I think a couple of players did, but I could see Keenan Robertson's hand on the ball, reaching in. No foul called because their hands were all very high. So Eastridge inbounds the ball. Meladona's quick feet, quick hands. That's Meladona got the steal.
Watch out.
Well, that was a mistake that you got to say was not because of the defense. Samari Smith, I like to call him the quiet man out there. Makes very little noise, but yet he makes an impact at all phases of the game. He's a very tough defender. He's an inside man. He's a very good rebounder. Connor Schaefer. Connor, I've mentioned before in other games, he was a point guard his whole sophomore year on the JV team at 6'4", but he is quite a shooter, quite an outside shooter. Leonardo with the ball.
You see the intensity there on defense. So Eastridge wanting to press around Irondequoit.
Leonardo. As you were saying, Joel, that was
just so quick.
That was a Buddy Bay, Nick Leonardo, quick release. But the important thing is he was squared up, ready to shoot. His feet were square. He got the ball. He knew what he wanted to do, and he followed through beautifully. Meladona looking at the coach to see if he has a play he wants to set up. Keenan Robertson out here. Meladona, or that's Leonardo again. Oh, Irondequoit right now has got 2 scorers. Nice job. That's Tony Arnold. Protected that ball all the way in there. Protect the ball with his body. 11-6 is the score. Whistle blew when the ball was at half court. The crowd is so noisy tonight. You really can't hear the whistle very well. I think the officials need to, if one blows the whistle, I think all 3 have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, it is loud in here.
It is very loud.
And we have headphones on, Ken, and it is really loud.
Oh, I thought it was my hearing going bad. Meladona out there trying to press him. Yep, Luke Meladona. We're a little bit quicker to get to the loose ball, and that's created some foul situations. We've already got 5 on Eastridge. This is not like the girls' game where they erase the fouls at the end of the first, second, third period. these 5 fouls are going to carry over the full first half. Get the ball in. There we go. Leonardo again. It hit the top of the backboard. We had 3 guys down court in a hurry. No chance for a fast break on that. Our rebounders were... Well, Connor Schaefer got a hand on the ball, but that was Paxton Reed. Got the nice sophomore shot, 11-8. Both teams can score.
Yeah, good ball movement underneath there by Eastridge, too.
It's fantastic. We're getting a lot of body contact. Keenan Robertson, nice pass. We do have some very good passers on this team. We do have a lot of assists. And the nice thing about our Irondequoit's team is they're not selfish. That's number 11, Ellington Hall. Nice, beautiful 3-point shot. Well, you saw it, folks. Tough to describe, but they got the ball, real quick passes I was talking about, unselfish. Got the ball into Leonardo, who is fundamentally sound in basketball. He made the layup, plus he got fouled.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Ken. These teams can score in a hurry, and a little troubling for Eastridge with 16 fouls, but they've already rotated 2 guys in. Miller started and he picked up 2. Sharon Davis came in and he picked up 2. So they're getting a little light on the bench.
Oh, that's Leonardo's. He's 3 for 3. And Eastridge says we need a timeout.
That was the old 5-point play, Ken.
That goes back. Bob Cousy, Bill Russell. Yeah, you're right on that one. So right now we have a score of 18-11, and that 7-point lead can disappear within a minute. Both teams can move quickly. 6 fouls on Eastridge, 0 on Irondequoit. And that's the way things are going. We've had only 1 person shooting free throws, but Irondequoit does have 3 different players scoring so far, and it makes a coach happy. When you're sharing the ball, we've got a couple of assists, but we have a hot hand tonight, and that's Nick Leonardo. We'll see what they do on their defense, but you can't rely too much on doubling him, because that's going to free up Keenan Robertson or Connor Schaefer, and they both can just fry you. And that's not even mentioning Luke Maladona, who you blink your eyes, he's in there.
You know, that's the thing with both these teams, Ken. They have so many different guys that could score. They're just so dangerous. You shut one off, like you said, and another guy can beat you.
That's Arnold with the ball. Now, he tried to fit through an area where he couldn't fit, and so he got banged. They called that on Leonardo. Okay. That was not a shooting foul. That's Irondequoit's first.
A couple quick ones here on Irondequoit now.
That was on Connor Schaefer. Called him for a push. 6 fouls on Eastridge, 2 on Irondequoit. 2 on this possession. It's number 12 outside there now. Hannah looking at drive. That's number 11 for Eastridge. Ellington Hall. Beautiful rainbow shot. You notice he did not try to bring the ball into the...
That guy's diving everywhere.
That's a tough call. 2 guys going for the ball. Very, very tough. Oh, the fans don't like that one. What a tough call. Don't talk to the official. Don't talk to the official. He won't change his mind. Walk away, walk away, walk away. Coach Carton is not happy with that call. It's tough. 2 players are going for a loose ball. It's a 50-50 ball. But anyway, Arnold's got the ball now for Eastridge. He's a senior. Eastridge is a very senior heavy. And Keenan Robertson did the same thing, but did the smart thing. He called for his point guard, come back and dribble. Connor Schaefer seldom misses a layup. He didn't have much of an angle. Whoa, that's offensive foul. Offensive foul. Leonardo not only shoots threes, but he gets juice boxes at the other end for taking charges.
And I think that's 2 on Jalen Rose Hanna as well. So
score right now 18-14, minute 34 to go in the first period. Here we are at Irondequoit High School gym. The date is January 29th, 2020. 2020 is a good year for trying to see this game tonight. 2020 vision. Luke Maladoni got the ball in bounds. Trying to make sure he doesn't get trapped. Get the ball to the center and then start working things. You don't want to get trapped. Eastridge is fast enough. Connor Schaefer, in and out. There's a jumper right there. That's the number. The biggest guy in the court right now, number 4, Percy Robinson.
Yeah, fast, great rebounder. He can jump out of the building, so great offensive rebound.
Omari Smith, and it's Connor Schaefer with another assist. Well, don't you love it when we get in there and we see somebody that's ready for a layup and you give him a beautiful pass? That was just nice. Connor Schaefer, like I said, former point guard. So it's back to a 4-point game. We're under a minute now, 49 seconds to go. Omari Smith, he gets himself in position to make a layup. He's not the outside shooter, but he will make his layups, makes the free throw. So Omari Smith now has got 5 points. Keenan Robertson has 2, and I need a little bit of time to take care of Nick Leonardo. He's been on a hot streak tonight. Hasn't had a 3-point chance for a while now. Wide open for shot. That's Hall again for Eastridge. That's 2 he's got tonight.
Yeah, Hall's come out and made 2 big threes here to keep her Eastridge close.
Shot clock is off. Shot clock is off. Get out of the corner, Luke. Luke usually makes those, and that was one of those physics shots. It gets in, gets below the rim, and rolls out. So it's a 2-point game right now. Eastridge looking to tie at the end of the first period. 8 fouls on Eastridge, 8 fouls. 3 on Irondequoit. Well, they had one go in and out. We had one go in and out. So at the end of the first period, we had 21-19. Scores for Irondequoit. We have 3 different players scoring. We'd like to have more, but Eastridge has denied the ball to several players. We have Robertson with 2, Omari Smith with 5, and Nick Leonardo with 3 threes for 9, a deuce for 11, and 3 free throws for 14 points at the end of the period. You're watching Section 5 basketball. It's on the Varsity Media Sports Network. If you're just tuning in, whether you're in China or England or the tip of Argentina or here in the U.S., we're streaming it. Joel Balthaser, he's the one that knows Eastridge, and he keeps trying to talk, and I keep my hearing fails me at some point.
I'm just enjoying your analysis of the game, Ken, as always. It is always a pleasure working with you guys here, and this game it started off exactly what we hoped for, just high energy and back and forth, lots of points, and it's a lot of fun being here.
If you need a little bit of extra physical therapy, we'd like to recommend the Lattimore Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab, located at 3 different spots, Culver Road, Portland Ave, and Hudson Ave. And also, we've got a massage therapy down at Lake Breeze Wellness, which is down near the O'Rourke Bridge on Lower Thomas Ave, right near Pattonwood Drive. So we also have Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, one branch of several located here in Irondequoit. So we wish to thank them for helping to sponsor the team. Irondequoit starting with Leonardo again. Leonardo, that was a little bit farther out, so he broke the streak. A little short on that shot.
See Robinson just battling.
Yeah, he's quite a jumper. Number 4, Robinson. He's elevating, I would say, 4 or 5 inches taller than our guys rebounding down there. And so they're just playing volleyball. We need to box him out a little bit deeper.
I have no idea if he's on the track team, but he would be a great high jumper.
Okay, back iron. We're half a minute gone. Still 2-point game. Percy Robinson shooting. He's a senior. And Connor Schaefer gets the rebound. Connor's a good rebounder, good ball handler. Well, Luke has gone in full speed a couple of times.
Get him on the shot there. It was on Leonardo.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a 2 or a 3. I think
he was inside the arc a little bit.
I think he was inside, yeah. He missed him with a body, but he might have clipped his foot.
Yeah, he got him on the follow through.
Timeout, Irondequoit Eagles. No scoring yet here in the second period. Fouls, 5 on Irondequoit, 8 on Eastridge. So we're going to be shooting some free throws. Those of you that want to go get a legal beverage, there may be some chances with a lot of free throws coming up. But we do have a full gym tonight. It's a nice day tonight. It's going to be down in the teens for temperature. For those of you living in Irondequoit and getting the game tonight, tomorrow is the first drop-off day for those that want to donate to the Ronald McDonald Household Sale at the old Macy's building on Eastridge Road. They'll be open from 2 to 7 tomorrow to bring in some any type of merchandise you'd like to donate. We sell it, and the money, every nickel we make goes to the Ronald McDonald House up near Strong Hospital. It all stays in Rochester. We have drop-off days every other Thursday through the month of March. So feel free. We just missed a free throw. That's Tony Arnold. Missed his first one. Got one more. Let's see if we can take care of the rebound. Well, we've got a little foul there. They're not watching. Luke Melodona. So Irondequoit now, both teams have got a lot of speed, looking to Amari Smith.
A great first step by Amari Smith to get around his defender.
I've never seen him take that quick of a first step.
Neither
Surprised me. We know we can do it now. He did have a left-hand layup, but he chose to pull up for an 8-footer with a nice shot. So Eastridge ball. They close off. What they wanted to have was I missed number 5.
Oh, wow.
What a shot. Jason Jacobs is out there now for the Eagles. Damari Smith again. Connor Schaefer,
Yeah, he was on the line there.
Schaefer gets to inbound the ball. He was whacked in the arm right now. His arm is feeling numb. He's rubbing his arm where he got whacked. Well, it's an officials conference call here.
Not sure what.
23-21, 6:10 to go in the first half. We have number 23 for Irondequoit Eagles coming in, Jordan Kimball. Jordan Kimball is another player that doesn't make a lot of noise out there, but he's a solid defender, and he'll score if he gets the ball down in the paint area.
Still not quite sure what the stoppage is for, Ken, do you?
No, the officials are talking. I got some earmuffs on up here because my ears are cold, so I can't hear what they're saying. Well, they got it worked out.
I gotta say, there's a lot of Irondequoit students here, but there's a lot of Eastridge students here too. They're going back and forth right now.
I guess they called the foul. Well, we got a tie game right now. The inbounds passes sometimes are the toughest ones to make, and you got two teams that can jump, and Eastridge simply outplayed us.
Yeah, Tony Arnold's just so quick on defense, on offense. You know, Ken, he reminds me a lot of our last stream when we had Tajay Hill in here for Hilton. Very similar skill set, very quick off the dribble. Both very prolific scorers.
Well, rebound by Keenan Robertson and Luke Melodona. You hate to give away one of our secrets, but Luke Melodona is a player that it's tough to keep up with him because you think you got him just in a normal dribble and suddenly, bam, he's going. Like I said, he's a major league track man, and we got schools going after him for both basketball and track. And as of right now, he wants to stay local, but he's not sure if he wants to pursue track or pursue basketball in college, but he's looking Division III. Amari Smith is back out there. Number 2, nice screen out on top. Screening is so important.
And there's Sharon Davis causing havoc. He's in there. He's one of their top defenders, and he's a tough guy to get around, cause the turnover there.
And what we need to do is have somebody rotate over. We need another guard to rotate over to relieve the ball, the pressure on the ball. It's a 3-point game, 26-23. Eagles ahead. And here we go. That's number 2, Sharon Davis. Well, we blocked the shot, went right over into the hands of Hall.
Luke again.
Well, like we said earlier, Luke Melodona can go coast to coast. You don't know when he's going to go fast because suddenly he's gone by you. And he just he put in his second layup, fast break layup. There's an over the back foul on number 4 for Eastridge. Robinson. He's a big jumper. I don't know if it's the green shoes or what, but he elevates so well. So Eastridge has got several players with at least 2 fouls.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 on Robinson,
It's
right?
going to be 2 shots for Irondequoit now for the next 5 minutes, Joel. They're in a double foul situation now.
Yeah, that's a big advantage with 5 minutes to go, getting to go to the line every time you get fouled.
The key is you make your free throws.
Yeah.
So Eastridge has given us a lot of chances now to come up with a good lead if we're able to make the free throw. What's a key point here is when you finish your shot, you want your hand to go in the basket. That way you know it's straight. It may be a little long, maybe a little short, but they won't go in if it's not straight. So Eastridge pulling out Percy Robinson with his 2 free throws. A lot of time left in this game, and you don't want to have him pick up 3 fouls at this stage of the game. And we're just not even halfway through the second period. Keenan Robertson going for his second free throw. Made the first one. In and out. I don't think he put enough air under that ball. Sumner puts more air under it than other times. So we have Jason Jacobs out there. Luke Melodona out on top. Amari Smith down there. Jordan Kimball looks a little short. Good rebound, good positioning. We'll take care of that ball, guys. Take care of the ball. Rotate. Someone's got to rotate to help. There you go. Tina Robertson wants to go in. That was a nice straight shot. A little bit flat, so it didn't give. Whoa!
Oh, I gotta get a.
Whoa.
Oh, now they changed his line. I thought he was going to call a block at
No,
first.
there's no question about that one. No question about that one.
And if you're Eastridge, you definitely do not want to get him in foul trouble. Just his first.
There was one in the JV games, like guy just dropped his shoulder and just blew right through somebody. So there are times when there's no question who committed the foul. Block, and that's a tough foul to call. Block or charge. Well, we've had a couple of unforced turnovers where we've been a little lackadaisical in making the pass, and it's cost us both times.
That's keeping Eastridge in this and making it so close, those turnovers and quick races to the other end.
Yeah, they call the 5-second call on that. You know, he's number 2 out there. Sharon Davis is getting close, I think. The official has given him the eye for taunting. Because he shut him down, he stood there taunted. And you got to be careful. That is a foul. That's a personal foul for taunting.
And he's got 2 right now, so he's got to be careful.
So Eastridge ball, it's a one-basket game, 29-27, 3:30 to go in the first half. Great rebound, great rebound. I mentioned earlier, Amari Smith is very, very strong. I don't know if that's a shot I would have wanted. Well, another up. Oh. Boy, I got to disagree with that one.
Yeah, it was quite the collision.
That was, and he was there plenty of time. Like I said, that's the toughest foul you have to call.
Yeah,
offensive or block. And I couldn't see any movement on that one, but the officials, they disagree with me.
It's just so quick. It's hard to tell in real time. You don't envy them having to make that call 5-6 times a game, that's for sure.
Well, we have number 20, Nick Leonardo, going in there now for number 5, Jason Jacobs. Jason Jacobs handles the ball a lot if Luke comes out for any reason at all. But Nick Leonardo he's not a point guard, but he's a two-man. He's a shooter. Well, you don't argue with Amari Smith on the rebounds. Nice shot.
Just good hands there. Great rebound by Robertson, but Eastridge just active.
It was. They were active. He had the ball low, and that's what the problem was. He had the ball low, and he created a big man out of a smaller man. 2-point game, 2:41 to go in the first half. It's just exactly what we expected. Tight ball game, a lot of emotion. Loud gym. Got to watch the baseline. He's out of bounds on that one.
It's just the hustle we're seeing by both teams. It's just outstanding tonight.
We haven't seen this many bodies flying on the floor for a long time.
This feels like a sectional game, doesn't it?
Well, it almost is. Both teams they're hoping to get the championship in their own leagues.
Yeah, I think they're 2-3 right now in Class A1. Eastridge at 2 and Irondequoit at 3, but just a game behind.
Well, he got fouled and fouled and fouled. Wow. They called travel. See that we got taunting right
Yeah,
down there.
see, he's got to watch it right there.
Right there was a technical foul. The officials looking right at it. The coach is talking to him. He slapped him in the head. That's really that's what I'm afraid of in a game like this. Players getting chippy, but there's no place for that. No place in the world to taunt and then slap somebody. Fouled on number 5 for Irondequoit. Jacobs hits his first. Eastridge will be shooting 2. That's number 0, Arnold, Tony Arnold. Well, in the last 2 weeks, we've had 3 of the top ball players in all of Section 5. Today's Tony Arnold, Irondequoit's own team. We have Keenan Robertson, and we had good rebound.
And Taj Hill.
Taj, what's his last name?
Hill.
Taj Hill.
So many good players in Section 5 this year. It's all across.
Well, these long passes that are against a quick team, they just don't go. Well, Robertson's been trying to do that, but he hasn't had a nice open chance. Just once earlier, that one didn't go. This one did. Nice arc on the ball. A little more air under it than last time. Look at that dribbling. Speed. There's an offensive foul.
Yeah, that was an easy one for them to call.
We've had good position on a lot of these shots, and they're just not. There's a lot of times I've talked in the past about jump start, and when there's a lot of times where you see somebody's in my way, you just have to come to a jump stop. That way you land, both your feet are on the ground. You can use either one as a pivot foot, but a jump stop is very critical to avoiding what we just saw there, avoiding a charge, and you still got a lot of options. Sharon Davis.
He could have got a push off there.
He sure could. He's been.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
He called it. That could be going either way because he's up and running all the way down the court.
Davis is so quick too. Quarterback for the football team. You see the speed. He showed the speed on the football field, but man, he's so quick. You see it here on the court.
Minute 10 to go in the first half. It's a 4-point game, 32-28. Eagles have been on top from the beginning. That was number 3 for Eastridge, Miller.
Nice stutter step.
Wow. Connor Schaefer, he made that one. He's missed 2 earlier, but he is so good at the layups. Not because he's tall, but because he always uses the glass with a nice soft little touch off the glass. There's 10 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nice little layup. It's a 1-point game with 25 seconds. Oh, we didn't need to miss the layup. 15 seconds ago. 1-point game.
Oh.
Well, Luke got fouled for sure. Luke Melodona. You don't mess with Luke when he's on defense and on offense. He's so smart. He's gonna go right on by you. So Luke's shooting 2. And they gave that foul to number 0.
It'll be 2 on Tony Arnold. So the big guns for Eastridge all have 2.
Oh, Luke got just a little short. So it's a 1-point game, 4/10 of a second. I don't think we're going to have another basket. Even if he misses this, we won't have time to get the layup or the rebound and dunk. So whatever happens here, if it goes in, period will be over. Up, back iron. Oh! Keenan heard me talking, Joel, and tried
That was close. It's about as close as it could have been.
I thought he's going to pull that out, so we got 34-33. You can't get much closer than that. At the halftime, 34-33. Irondequoit Eagles still ahead. At the end of the first quarter, it was a 2-point game. Now it's a 1-point game. Been several charges. A couple of attempted blocks that were called blocks, others were called charges. But it's a close game, and right now the gym temperature, I would say, has risen probably 10 degrees.
Oh, yeah, it's warm in here, that's for sure.
When the first game started, the JV game. So I got to get some water. I'll do a little bit of arithmetic, and we'll be right back.
Yep, you're watching Section 5 boys basketball on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Be back in a bit.
Lay. Sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Kane is in the building, nigga.
Alright, already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun up? Just remember when it comes up. The show goes on. Alright, already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun up? Just remember when it comes up. The show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun up? Just remember when it come up. The show goes on. Alright, already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun up?
Yeah. Yeah. Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake or loyal? Why no water, that the sign of baby, pick your poison. These little demons living underneath my bed, creeping. Know the real monster lives above them all, sleeping. That subtle breathing in your closet every single evening. Thought you never see me again, looks can be deceiving. When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord, here they come. Yeah, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Here we come. And when you hear the sound of the drum, we'll be saying, here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come.
got me up and away. I give up out your wave, drowning my soul in the basement. Look, I ain't got much in the bank, I got a lot I can say. Caught up with goddesses, hey. I hope you forgive my mistakes. Yeah, run around with the renegades. You should take a seat, save your energy. I try to heal the guys with a band-aid. In the time of need, you call your enemies. I landed in a visa and I need a visa. I ain't playing with you, this no mama me. I need a hottie toddy with a body, yeah. I just spit the knowledge, then I'm out of here. That's what they are when we come around. Yeah. This is your time when we want it now. How big is your army? $100. If you want the rain, then we coming down. I stumble the cool, I'm awesome. Kick flipping the Carsons, we should run for the pool. I got the 5 flow, the department exhausted. I own nothing in you. I'm in the Tahoe, man, you making me nauseous. Pulling up with the crew, you such a hype beast, man, you making me vomit. Look, watch me, watch me, watch me do this. It's always been more than the music. You riding waves on the back of my cruise ship. Look, watch me, watch me, watch me do this. Since 2012 I've been
And we're back just about a minute to go until the end of the halftime. Joel wanted to mention a couple things now before I say what I was going to say. You are watching Section 5 basketball on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Joel Balthaser and Ken Ballou, with standing right next to me on my right elbow is Joe Krawecki on the other camera. We're a crowded area, but I'll tell you folks, if you're not in this gym, you're not having as much fun as we are.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. As Ken mentioned, thanks to Joe Krawecki on the other camera and Kyle Sanson, our producer tonight. And just a reminder to everybody that the game can be replayed shortly afterwards, probably about 30 minutes or so. It archives, and then you can go back and watch this game as many times as you want. And like Ken said in the last broadcast, go back in 50 years and watch this game. Pull it up.
And let your grandparents know, show them how to do it, because there's a lot of grandparents that want to see their kids play. We have a lot of grandparents over here. We have a lot of alumni here tonight. A couple of quick scoring rundown here for the Irondequoit Eagles at halftime. We have Connor Schaefer with 1 bucket. Keenan Robertson has got 6 points with a 1, a 2, and a 3. Amari Smith has got 7 points, 3 very quiet layups. Luke Maladone has got 2 quick bursts for 5 points. And Nick Leonardo hit all of his points, 14 of them, in the first quarter. And I don't believe he's taken a shot. If he did, it was just 1 shot in the second quarter. But he did get a chance to sit down for a while in the second quarter. But we'll see what happens down in the third quarter. Eastridge is starting with the ball. Irondequoit and Eastridge starting out with their starting 5 for both teams. The 1-point game. Here we are in the second half. Travel. That was on Tony Arnold. We got several multi-sport athletes for both teams. And that's what a lot of coaches today, I've heard some interviews from different coaches, and they say one thing they do look for in a particular athlete, they're looking for multi-sport athletes. Maladone is looking to bring the ball down. He's getting bodied up by whoever seemed to be guarding him at the time. Keenan Robertson had a tough time getting the ball to Keenan, but once he got it, he was able to just a soft shot. He's got a very soft shot inside. Of course, we've seen that also from Amari Smith. He's got a couple of very soft inside shots.
Yeah, I think that's been Keenan's biggest, the thing he's improved upon the most this year is just, like you betcha, Ken, that soft touch under the rim. He's just so nimble down there and gets a lot of baskets that way.
We've got 3 Super 15 players that have been in this gym in the last 2 weeks. We got 2 of them tonight, and the third one was over on Hilton. And it's nice to know that there's such talent, and that player for Hilton may very well be one of the top 5 players in the state this year.
We talk about it all the time, Ken. So much talent in Section 5. I mean, there is a freshman at Finney who's leading the country, I believe, in scoring at like 46 points a game.
Wow,
it's just
that's hard to believe.
46 points a game. Might even be 47.
Well, we had an 8th grader 2 years ago in the, I think they were in the States for one of the smaller schools here. And he was their leading scorer. And he's a just automatic 3-point shooter. Well, we're back to action now. Irondequoit ball. It's a tie game, 36 apiece. Luke's got to be careful to call a 5-second earlier on him. He guards so closely. No shot. Foul called on number 4. Forearm.
And so foul number 4, Percy Robinson. That's his third.
That's his third. We have a lot of forearms being used in this game. Eastridge guards you very, very tight. They're going to pull him out now. But Eastridge does guard you so tightly. And part of it is keeping a forearm out there. Connor Schaefer is looking to open the area up. Leonardo's open.
I think they're going to say he was out of bounds, saving that.
No, I think the official made a mistake. I think it's a Irondequoit ball, and he just made a mistake. He's saying right off the bat, no, it's my mistake. So we have Robinson coming out for Eastridge at number 11, Ellington Hall, he had quite a few points in the first half. He's in for him. He's a good shooter.
Yeah, he had a good first half. It's tough for Eastridge, though, when you don't have some of your stars out there for a lot of that first half, aside from Tony Arnold.
New shot clock out there right now. Yeah, they're not letting Leonardo get open. Yeah, you got to call a foul on that one, boy. Players all go to help somebody when they get knocked around now. Tie game, 6 minutes to go in the third period. That's our whiteout down there that's shouting, you can't do that. Up here in Joe's camera, you can see a little bit. He's looking at the free throw, but you can see part of the white out at the end of the gym. And Luke makes the first one. Got one more coming. He was going in for the layup, and he ended up in the bleachers. Got hit pretty hard, body foul. And looks good from here.
Got a giant cutout head there of Luke Belladonna in the student section.
Well, nobody was hanging around for a rebound in that, so Luke came up with it. Well, they had a quick trip. But I don't think that was a good shot.
Yeah, he was a little out of control there. That was an exaggerated Euro step there.
Luke's got to have some help come bring it down. They're trapping him at the midcourt line. There we go. There we go. That's what we didn't have last time, and we ended up being out of control and took a bad shot. Tie game, 38 apiece. The paint is open if they can get through there. Yeah, he got whacked again. Luke Belladonna. What he did, they were coming out to put a trap on Robertson, and Luke's been around long enough. He realized the baseline was wide open, so he just took off without the ball, which is so critical in a game. He moved without the ball, and he was spotted, but they banged him again, so he's got two more shots coming.
Sharon Davis is going to come out now he just picked up his third. No, they're going to keep him in.
That foul was on number 3, Mikhail Miller, number 3. Ellington Hall just came out, number 11. We're so busy trying to get all the action here. And Luke is 4 for 4. We've got just 2 scorers this period. Keenan Robertson has 1 bucket, and Luke has had 2 body blows that he's turned into 4 points with his free throws. He wants to go baseline. Good rebound. Where's your help, Luke? It's too bad he didn't go in straight on that. If he goes in straight on that, he lays it over the top, off the glass, drops in for a bucket. He can do that. He's tall enough. He can. A normal day, he could dunk it. That wasn't a dunkable ball, but he was there to put in a nice soft one. But very often you take yourself away trying to. I didn't see. I saw a bunch of hands on that ball. He called a foul on Belladonna. Don't talk to him, Luke. Don't talk to him, Luke. He won't change his mind.
Yeah, Mikhail Miller he just had good position there.
He did. Looks good from here. Nice. Well, there was a case where Nick might have been able to make that layup. Whoa, that's Leonardo made that play. Oh, good hands, Nick. Almost pulled it off, but he wasn't in the middle of the court to do it. He was near the out of bounds, and the ball rolled out of bounds. So Irondequoit they're working awful hard down there, but the score is just a one basket game. There's some speed for you right there. Number 12, Hannah, wow. How many steps? How many steps?
Oh, they're going to get a foul first. Ken, can you tell he's a wide receiver?
All I know is they're getting some contested calls right now in this half. We've had several, and they've all gone against Irondequoit. That's a third one. Oh, yeah, you see the speed.
This Eastridge football team was a lot of fun to watch this year. Yeah, that was definitely a reach in on Leonardo. Tough call right there.
I've said this most games from having coached for so many years that very often you commit a foul and you don't know it because your adrenaline is so high.
Yeah.
You actually don't feel it in your body. But you watch it on a film and you say, yeah, that definitely was a foul. Well, we got the block on that and it fell right to the other team.
That's a great block by Schaefer.
It was terrific. Yeah, Luke's trying to do too much right now. They closed it off on him. He tried to go through and it ended up going off his foot. I think Coach Carton's doing the right thing right now. He's telling him, just calm down, guys. Calm down. Let the game come to you. Oh, we've had a couple of bad breaks. We blocked a beautiful shot, but it went right to 3 Eastridge players standing under the baskets for an easy one. That was nice.
Nice pass.
That was nice. We all collapsed. Oh, Keenan wants to shoot. He's like, no, I'm not going to do it. Got to settle down. Got to settle down.
You can see Eastridge definitely trying to speed up Irondequoit on offense.
Fouled on number 10 for Eastridge, Paxton Reed. That's his second. Well, both teams now have got a pretty equal. The first half was Eastridge had a lot more fouls. Right now it's pretty balanced. Got to get that ball in bounds, Luke. Nice shot. Melodona, Luke.
Yeah, great back cut there by Luke to get open.
Well, that was a case where maybe we could have passed it.
Hey, Ken, we got former Irondequoit Eagle Patrick Thomas down in the student section.
Oh, we've got a lot of Irondequoit grads I've seen here tonight. I mentioned earlier, most of our coaching staff, Irondequoit grads. The girls coaching staff, most of them Irondequoit grads. We've got new lacrosse coaches this year, Irondequoit grads. Our head football coach, soccer coach, Irondequoit grads. So you like to see alumni being brought back in a different capacity. Bring back some of the traditions from the old days. Most of them today are graduates after we became the Eagles. There are a few that were pre-1998 or 2000, whenever they changed the name about that time. But most now are young enough to be originally Irondequoit Eagles. But it's nice to see it. So it's Eastridge ball. Eastridge right now and Irondequoit tied 42-42 with 2:14 to go in the third period. Irondequoit this period has only got 2 scorers. That's it. Melodona and Robertson. That's it. 2 scorers. Bring it out, Luke. Bring it out, Luke. There you go. That's a senior deciding I better do that. We don't need another turnover. Connor Schaefer.
Nice friendly roll.
If Connor Schaefer, if he gets going, lights out, because he can. If Nick Leonardo can't get it done, Connor Schaefer can. Nick Leonardo's not out there right now. We have Jason Jacobs out there, number 5.
Good hands there by
Melodona.
Luke. A little showtime tonight from Luke.
Oh boy, That's his third, Luke's third. That hurts a lot if Luke has to come out because he is actually the only point guard we have that I think can actually get the ball down court every time. Missed. It's a 5-point Irondequoit lead now, 47-42 with 1 minute to go in the third period. Nick Leonardo's out there. So it looks like we're going to have Jason Jacobs, number 5. He'll be our point guard. But he's got to have some help bringing it down. The way they body up on whoever's dribbling the ball down. They just body up on him. Use a bump and run technique. And it makes it very difficult. Just running a weave. Connor Schaefer.
Nice soft touch there by Connor.
Connor Schaefer's taking over for Nick Leonardo in the first half.
They're going to get the offensive this time. It's 3 on Tony. See if Coach Rosen takes him out or not.
Blocks. We've had several times we held our spot, and Eastridge was called for a charge. It's a 6-point game right now, 49-43, 25 seconds. Shot clock is off. So we're trying to hold for one if we are patient. We've got to prevent a 5-second call out here.
Well, Irondequoit has been making a way this year with the buzzer beaters, the boys and the girls. None more dramatic than that one.
Joel, sometimes what you want to say doesn't do justice to what just happened. Eastridge did such a good job shutting us down.
They played great defense. They did everything right.
They were where they should have been. And Nick Leonardo, he says, I know what the time is. I'm a senior. He put the ball up. And they did not deduct points because it was off the glass. He says, I'll take 3.
Oh, yeah, we just got to see a nice replay of it on the stream.
Beautiful. Well, the score is 52-43. The third period, we had 4 scorers. Connor Schaefer had a 3 and a deuce. Keenan Robertson had a deuce. Luke Melodona had 2 twos. And 4 singles for 8 points. So Luke now has got 13 for the game. Keenan Robertson got 8 for the game. Nick Leonardo had 14. Now he's got 17 for the game. It's nice to know, Joel, that our number 1 scorer right now is not leading, and we're still winning by 9 points.
Yeah.
Other players are here to play ball. And they can do it. They can score.
And a fairly quiet game, like you said, for Keenan Robertson. But Luke Melodona with a huge game. Leonardo started things off with a bunch of threes, so they're getting contributions from everybody.
That's Jason Jacobs. Get out of there. Well, you don't want to go to the corner. You get trapped too easily. Connor Schaefer's trying to tip it in. I'll probably call him for over the back.
Yeah, I think that's the call. And he's hurt too.
I think he just jammed his finger, jammed his thumb. Looks like he's holding his thumb. If you've never done that, that's very painful. It's tough to play with it. Looks like Keenan Robertson got whacked in the chest. He's holding his chest. 52-43, fourth quarter just began. Irondequoit has 4 of their 5 starters. Jason Jacobs is out there. The point.
We're going to get a foul on that 3.
Yeah. The coaches will always tell you, don't try to block the 3s.
And it went in. I didn't even see the end of that, but it went in too. Wow.
I couldn't see the body contact because I'm blocked by a lot of things up here, but the player ended up sitting on the ground.
Yeah, it was definitely a foul.
So we got him either with the body, with the feet, I don't know. But yeah, Connor Schaefer's hurting out there right now. He's hurting.
Yeah, you could just tell even grabbing that rebound.
Number 2, Sharon Davis, he's all over the dribbler. 3-point play. Oh, you got to make those. I'd say Keenan Robertson is not having his best game today.
Yeah, you can see he's a little frustrated out there. Those are ones that usually go in for him.
Yeah, that usually does with his soft shot. So he'll be shooting 2. That's the 3rd foul on number 12, Hannah, one of their captains. Irondequoit's captains today were Mari Smith, number 2, Luke Maladona, number 11, and Nick Leonardo, number 20. Did he make that?
He did.
That's why we have 2 people up here, because one of them can't pay attention sometimes. I'm looking down at my stat sheet. So Keenan's got 2 for 2. He's made 3 free throws tonight. He's up to double figures now.
Nice dish.
Great pass. Good job, Jason Jacobs.
Yeah, you don't see Percy Robinson missing too many. I thought he was going to go up for the dunk.
Leonardo, short. He got the rebound. That's nice. I messed up my scoring a little bit here. We had 52 at the end of the third period. Now we're up to 57. I missed. That's what I missed.
There's a good answer there on the other end by Arnold to get down. They got down the court so quick, able to get the contact from Robertson and knock that one in, complete the 3-point play.
I think Eastridge may look to pick up the speed a little bit of the game because we've had a little trouble when they pick the speed up on us.
Just like that. And another and one. Tony Arnold trying to take over.
Well, Jason Jacobs is saying, let me take the ball down. Let me do it. Well, they've closed the gap. We just gave up 6 points in a matter of, 5 seconds. Well, we need, coach has to remind the players whose job is it to do what. Looks like Tony Arnold is having maybe some leg cramps. If you ever get leg cramps, ice. Ice your leg cramps, massage a little bit for ice, and you won't get leg cramps back for the rest of that day. Ice does the trick. The coach for Rochester Amherst years ago put on a clinic, and he said very few people really know the value of ice on a leg cramp. And I know it works because we've used it before. So right now it's 57-51. We've given up 5 quick points due to just errors in thinking. And Eastridge is going to take another free throw.
Ken, you can always tell the sign of a big game. We got the entire Rochester media section here and fit in somehow in this arena.
And we are the worldwide media up here.
That's right.
So the important people are here, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, Luke is back out there. I think we need Luke out there on the point. He's got so much experience through the years. Jason Jacobs is a junior. He'll be maybe the point guard next year as a senior. But right now, Luke has done some amazing things today. I hate to use the word amazing because it's overused. But he's really, his quickness, had a couple of really quick steals, quick drives. And Luke right now has scored all of his, he's got points in both the second and third quarters.
Well, just like that, Tony Arnold put up about 6 points in maybe 20 seconds.
Yeah, less than 20, I think.
They could have another quick timeout.
Blue full timeout. So Eastridge now is setting strategy up, 6 1/4 minutes. They're trying to, looks like it's becoming a chess match. A lot of time left. This could be a 10-point win for either team. And it could also be overtime. There's so much speed on both sides.
It's amazing, isn't it, Ken? You see the speed out here of both teams. It's just, if you see it in person, it's just so much quicker than what you're seeing on the stream here.
And most of the speed is from multi-sport athletes.
Yes, exactly.
They build on a skill they have with a different sport. And of course, Irondequoit has a world famous speaker, Danny Fichter.
Yeah, exactly. They want to get fast.
Oh man, and he speaks. They want him all around the world. Talk about your quick starts, your speed. I know the Amerks have used him for years. Even though it's hockey, talking about how do you get that quick start. He was originally a teacher here, and then he was drafted by some Olympians. They wanted him to travel with them during Olympic years, and then he wrote a book on just this. He's a Irondequoit grad.
Yeah.
He's currently coaching the Irondequoit football team, but he is world famous for this type of situation.
Yeah, Dan Fichter coach teams are always fast. You can see him out there.
But it's not just speed, it's quickness.
Exactly. Off the line of scrimmage.
Quick burst.
See it translate here on the basketball court for some of these kids too.
Got 15 on the shot clock. We're not getting too many openings in here. Connor Schaefer. Oh, Connor Schaefer has come alive out here.
Thought he went up and down, but I think they're going to get a foul called.
We call it traveling.
Yeah, it's the right call. He went up and changed his mind.
I have to agree. He did he jumped up, landed on 2 feet. He jump stopped after he had stopped dribbling. So you jump stop as you stop dribbling, but not after. All right, find your help. There we go. Help is so important in basketball. Rotating to help the dribbler. You got to keep your passes short. Well, it's a tight man-to-man. It's a little bit of a weave.
Let's see who that's going to be off of.
Now, officials don't know. Yeah, the official on the play couldn't tell. He's asking for help. And the nice thing about officials is they're willing to help each other, because so often you're blindsided because of the size of the athletes. Leonardo. It was a true, that was a good drive. Got right through the opening. 5-point game. Luke, they're trying to trap Luke. Well, they're putting the ball in Luke's hands, saying, Luke, you make the decisions out here. And, of course, they're looking for Keenan Richardson.
Nice head fake there.
And that's his game right there. Keenan Robertson. I think I said Richardson. Keenan Robertson. That's his game. Within 3 feet of the basket. He is so good. He's worked on his low post moves. He's just a junior.
And I think if you're Eastridge, you got to get Percy Robinson back in here. 7-point game, 4.5 to go. I know he's got 4 fouls.
Connor Schaefer. Oh, now we're definitely not in a fast break mode. His coach has told Luke, we're going to control. We got to play under control, guys. Leonardo for 3.
It's about as open as he's been all night. He's not going to miss those.
Leonardo's now got 5 threes. We're at a 10-point lead. Joel, just like that, Eastridge caught us. And now just like that, we've got a 10-point lead.
There's gonna reach in, yeah.
No question on that one. Caught it right across the throat.
Yeah, both these teams can just up a lead in a hurry, and just like that, like you mentioned, kind of 10-point game.
Now both teams are in a bonus. Both teams are 1-1s. 3:51 to go, so we got half of the fourth period. Could be a lot of free throws. You hope that nobody loses their temper like when one of the players earlier slapped one of our kids in the head. We haven't seen any of that stuff since then. Okay, Luke's got one. He's made 5 free throws tonight. 6 free throws, sorry. Yeah, 4 buckets and 6 free throws.
I think this would be his best game of the year.
So Luke now's got 6 free throws in the second half. And it's a 12-point game for Irondequoit. Joel, have you ever seen a game like this where either team puts on a run?
Yeah, I mean,
we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Slowing it down.
Yeah, I mean, with under 4 to go here, you know, it's not necessarily their main offense is to kind of slow it down a little bit, but when you have a lead this big now at 12 points, you don't want to go to a complete stall and get out of your rhythm, but you definitely want to slow things down.
Well, remember earlier in about 5 seconds, we gave up
6 points.
About a 10-point lead went down to we gave up 6 points in 4 or 5 seconds because it's just being careless. And I think they taped up. Boy, they really taped up Connor's hand. It's all taped up his thumb. He really jammed his thumb. He's taped up. Luckily, he's right-handed for his shooting. But that's I don't know if you've ever played. You in the audience have played with a strange object on your ankle, your hand. Because it just feels different, and you're suddenly thrown into a ball game, and you're expected to play your normal game, but something feels different because of the tape.
Throws you off a little bit for sure.
It does. Whether it's your shooting hand, your jumping, your ability to jump, you're a little bit tentative. Yeah, we got to pick that ball up a little bit sooner. Connor Schaefer with a rebound. Oh, look away pass. We can't afford to miss those layups. That was a chippy. But it happens. It happens. You get a little keyed up, short.
Yeah, Eastridge's got to force it a little bit here. 3:22 to go.
I'm glad Keenan Robertson right there is looking for Luke. He wasn't trying to dribble himself. He doesn't want to turn over.
Luke's hustling. That's a good foul right there.
That's a very good. He was going in for a dunk. But the problem is, Joel, and I've told my players this through the years, you don't want to dribble unless you're going someplace. And he was quick hands. He was just dribbling to dribble there. Quick hands, and he lost the ball. He needs help out on top. If you're going into a slowdown, you can't just stand still and dribble against somebody who's got magician's hands.
Yeah, this Eastridge defense, they're too quick. Not going to be able to get away with that for too long.
No, you gotta find help. And it's not. I'm not blaming Luke. I'm saying he's got a couple of guards out there who should rotate over, get the ball, and then give it back to Luke, or look for somebody else that's open. But you can't rely on one guy to just stand there dribbling. That leads to turnovers and traps.
And that's what Eastridge wants right here. Tony Arnold just staying with it.
Well, we got 2 turnovers in a row. It's an 11-point game. We got 2:49 to go in the fourth period. Colin Schaefer's got 4. But if we're going to run the clock, we can't go in on the fast break like that. That's contested, because I've seen too many. Coach would say, red light, no shots.
Yeah. And
somebody takes it, misses, the other team gets it, go down, score. So we're not in a red light, but I think we're in a yellow light situation right now. Take your best shot, wait for a good shot, wait for a layup, whatever the rules are for a yellow light.
And if you're Eastridge, you're just going to keep pressure and try to get those turnovers.
Amari Smith got nice, get out of the corner. Don't get trapped over there. Yeah. Now Luke was taking the ball down the sideline once he crossed the half court, and that's where you're going to get trapped. He's got to get the ball to center court, and you got to have a couple of guys rotate over to help him, whether it's Amari Smith or Nick Leonardo. Got to rotate over, give Nick an outlet pass, or Luke an outlet pass. So Luke's going to be shooting. Oh, he's got 2 now. It's the 10th foul on Eastridge. Here we go. So Luke has 3 free throws made in the 4th period. He's made 4 baskets today, but they fouled him quite a bit.
We had a lane violation.
Yeah,
right?
we fell into the lane. You want to be in the lane so quickly, and sometimes your shoes are too short. You wore the wrong pair of shoes, and you tip over.
I think Amari Smith was the one that.
Yeah, he feels so badly, but you can't foul him because he is a silent player. But I'll tell you, he does so many things in so many ways for us. So far tonight, let me see if I can do some quick math. 9 points for Connor Schaefer. 5, 7, 10, 12, 13, 15 for Keenan Robertson. So he's picked up the speed. Amari Smith has 7 in the first half, none in the second. Luke Melodon has got, 3, 5, 8 free throws and 8 points. So he's got 16 points. And Nick Leonardo's got 5 threes for 15, a deuce, 17, and 3 free throws for 20. So, you know what you love about this, Joel? It's not a quiz show, but a lot of guys are in double figures for us. Share the wealth. Come through in a big game, and this is a big game. I mean, it's a crosstown rivalry. We got a full gym. They're rocking and rolling in here when either team makes a steal or a bucket.
Yeah, Ken, when you have a team that can put up 3 or 4 guys in double figures, that just makes you a dangerous team.
It feels so good to be able to do that. And the rivalry began in 1961, which is the first graduating class of Eastridge High School. And they beat Irondequoit that year in basketball. So the rivalry, we need to have somebody go down there. We don't want to give them a free pass.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see these 2 teams again and later on in sectionals.
Connor Schaefer, rebound. Good position on that. Eastridge was not trying to get the rebound. Don't get trapped. I thought for sure he was going to pass to Keenan, but when there's a defender that's tall, it's tough to make that pass unless it's an alley-oop pass.
Right.
And so he came in because Connor Schaefer is a very good layup maker. He's got a soft touch too. Well, it's a 13-point game, 69-56, 2 1/4 to go in the game.
The holdup now is that's 5 on Jalen Rose Hanna, so Eastridge gets 60 seconds here.
What happened?
Jalen Rose Hanna picked up his 5th foul.
Oh, 5th foul.
Coach Roser going over some instructions.
You got to say it was a well-contested game. I think both teams should be able to do very well in sectionals. Depends on who they're playing against, but both teams have shown they can score, they can rebound, and they can play defense.
Yeah, 2 really, really talented teams. Right now chasing leadership for that number 1 spot.
Nice block. Nice block. He went straight up. So 13 points, 2:16 to go. Going for the 3. That's Luke. Whoa. I saw a hand on his back when he went flying. Well, it's a good thing he was sliding where he was. It was between the chairs and the table. And the table is not an open bottom table. Got to find some help. Who's rotating to help? Here we go, Nick Leonardo. Nick's a senior, Connor's a senior, Luke's a senior.
Yeah, I think
got to have a hold someplace.
Yeah, it's going to go in Ellington Hall with a hold, as you mentioned.
Team 10, 2 shots for Keenan Robertson.
So Irondequoit right now has got 4 seniors out there. As you look the next year, we got 17 players on the team this year. Half are seniors, half are juniors. The JVs, I mentioned earlier, I think, Kyle Trevis, he's an IHS grad. He's got the team. I believe they're undefeated. I think they are. If they've lost one, they lost one. But they won big time tonight against Eastridge JV. There's some talent. There's some talent. Okay, Keenan's got one more. We're trying to break into the 70-point barrier, and Keenan did it. 8 points in the fourth quarter for Keenan. All right, now we're just got to protect the ball. Protect the ball. Behind the back.
Might be the exclamation point on this one.
That's what it was, but you can see there Connor Schaefer, I mentioned earlier, he was a point guard on JVs 2 years ago. He is a dribbler, he's a shooter, he's a defender, he's a rebounder. Several games I've called him as being the most valuable player. Oh, his hand is really in trouble. He's got to come out.
Yeah, he is in
He's
pain.
in trouble. 16-point Irondequoit lead. Yeah. Nice shot. Beautiful shot. That was Tony Arnold. He was, if you're looking at athletics, he could be a Mr. Everything in athletics. Just a finely tuned athlete. Tony Arnold.
He's a heck of a basketball player,
yeah,
that's for sure.
You gotta put Connor Schaefer on the bench. When he's playing in pain like that, very often you're thinking about my thumb. And we don't know if it's broken or dislocated, but that thumb is right now giving him a problem.
Yeah,
his whole hand, the pain is radiating into his hand.
He's wincing out there. I think now would be a good time to get him out if you're Coach Carton, if you can.
Well, we do have a good Jordan Kimball, who's a very good defender, and also another guy that when he rebounds, nobody argues with him. It's kind of like Amari Smith. Not the tallest guy out there, but very, very strong rebounder. So we're down just over a minute to go. 13-point Irondequoit lead. Both teams are shooting double bonus. So it's 10 after 9 right now. You got time to take whatever kind of a break you want to take in case there's some deliberate fouls coming up. Because we're all shooting 2 right now. We're all shooting 2. Irondequoit ball. And, of course, we're going into a press. They want Connor out there, I think, as a dribbler. It's Luke. Yeah, they're fouling him, and they don't see the foul. And so they got to foul him again. I remember a game where this year, Joel, where they wanted to foul us, and they didn't see the foul. They had to foul again, and it created quite a problem in the game.
It's usually not a case in a basketball game, right? You have to try to foul.
Yeah, and that's what happened here. They tried to foul, and the officials didn't see it. And so then you got to go and refoul. And sometimes that leads to some flying tempers. Yeah, Coach Carton's pulled the players off the line. Don't give up any layups. Give them the 3.
Yeah, at 14 points, I think Eastridge probably will call this one a game and move on to the next one.
Well, we have Keenan, Luke, and Nick Leonardo. They're our top scorers. Connor Schaefer comes in. Well, it's something where your fourth place rebound, your fourth place rebounder or fourth place scorer is in double figures. Connor's got 12 points, and he's the fourth leading scorer. I love it. I just love to see a stat like that. And Amari Smith, he's got 7, and he's our fifth scorer.
I think that was probably all in the first half, too.
All in the first half. But, I mean, your top man, it challenged most teams to come up with a possibility of giving that many scorers.
Yeah, they're going to be
that high.
They're going to be a tough out, no doubt, in sectionals. Both these teams are, really.
I agree.
Too much talent on this Eastridge team to not make a big run in sectionals.
We've got to remind everybody that this is Section 5 basketball on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Joel Balthaser, he's the other voice, the rich resident voice. Joe Crockey is on the other camera.
We've got Kyle Sanson, our producer tonight.
I'm Ken Ballou. And we do have a few promos. We have Lattimore Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab, Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, and Lake Breeze Wellness on Pattonwood Drive and Thomas Ave. So Irondequoit, Eastridge, both teams have played their hearts out. Down to 6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, it hasn't been a lack effort tonight, that's for sure.
Don't go up with a shot. No, didn't do it in time. No shot. But we ran the clock down to 15 seconds, and that was their goal. That was the goal. Run the clock. So our final score is going to be 75-59 unless Eastridge isn't looking to score. They've just got the ball. They're just going to bring it down. And let's hope that we have good sportsmanship after the game by both teams, by the fans. They hand the ball to the official, and that's good to see. So the Battle of the Irondequoits this year, this game, Irondequoit 75, Eastridge 59. So I'm going to sign off. I gave you the individual scoring, the best I could for Irondequoit, the Eagles. So Joel, any last words before we slow down that tape a little bit? I see smoke's coming out of there. It's burning so fast.
I tell you, Ken, this was everything we had hoped to be. Such a build-up to this game, crosstown rivalry, two good teams, very similar records, and we just saw high energy, high intensity. We saw two really good teams, and like I said before, I can't wait to see these two teams again in sectionals because I have a feeling they're both going to be there at the end, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
The end of the first quarter was a 2-point game. The end of halftime was a 1-point game. The end of 3 quarters was suddenly ballooned up to a 9-point game.
Yeah.
So the third quarter is what built the lead for Irondequoit, and then fourth quarter we hung on. So I'm saying goodnight. It's too late for Christmas, but we'll say Happy Easter early. Valentine's Day is next week.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.